Good afternoon. Right, this afternoon I've got the Nilfisk P180 Premium. Fantastic pressure washer, very versatile. I've owned these for 5 years now or more, and I've learned modification, the only modification that you need to do with this to suit my needs is just to add an extra. So I put a 15-metre hose on it and a slightly more industrial hose, and then it lasts for years and years. This hose has been on here for 5 years. Well, it's not been on this one for 5 years, but this hose is 5 years old. That came from Q washers from eBay. This pressure washer is a 2024 model, and as you can see, it looks pretty like new. It works like new. All the pressures are like new. The work on the manometer, just like new. It works absolutely fine. There's no difference to the pressures on this to a brand new one. They work for years like that. I've had one. They get noisy eventually. You don't need to change the oil, but if you do change the oil, which is an absolute real pain in the arse, an AVA one is way easier to service than this. If you want to change the oil in this, it is a real job, and the oil for this is very expensive. Anyway, let's go on to the plus points. You don't need to change the oil, you don't need to service it. Comes with a super strong lance, doesn't break, lasts for years. Like I say, I've had one 5 years, never broke. That's lasted all the time I had it. And it comes with 2 nozzles. Comes with a gentle nozzle, which pop in together like this, and you twist it, and it goes all the way from gentle to quite firm. Show how this works. The reel is fantastic, nice and sturdy. It's not going to break that. That's not flimsy in any way. This holds together beautifully, nice and strong. Look, the handle on it is absolutely fantastic. That is not going to break. It's brilliant. Slides up and down. It's really well balanced. Just look at this. Look at that. 2 fingers. That weighs 30 kilos and it's balanced like that. I tell you now, there's some work gone into that to make that as balanced as that. That's really easy to go over the steps or anything. It's very easy to manoeuvre. Plug it in now, into the water that is. It's plugged into the mains. Here we go. On the side here, we've got an adjustment knob. This adjusts the pressure, and you've got an adjustment range. It adjusts it up and down by roughly 50 bar. So you get roughly down to about 130, up to about 180 bar. On the back of it, you've got a tank where you can put any chemicals that you fancy, and you can put almost anything in there, but it's very important that you clean that out when you've done and flush that out with cold water. If you don't flush it out, it's going to block up and then you won't be able to use it again. Simple as that. It won't break anything, it just won't work again. And it's not easy to clean it out. If you know what you're doing, it's dead easy. If you follow my videos on YouTube, it's easy. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll break the front cover, and that's pretty much guaranteed. So let me show you how it works. It's pressurized already. It's a 3 kilowatt induction motor, so the motor's not going to break, last for years and years. Drinks electricity, but it's going to, because it's extremely powerful. So here we go. That's on gentle. So you use that, and that's when you're using the tank in the back. When you put your products in the back, that's what you use that for, and that sprays your products out. If you don't have that on gentle, your products don't come out. Then you turn that round, and then you get your power. And you get anywhere in between that and that by adjusting it to what you want. Okay, then you press that in, simple as, turn it and it comes out. Take that out, put the next one in. This one's for cleaning your patio bits. Look, your rough, don't use this on the car. See that for fetching all the dead plants up and things. Pretty nasty. Now the only downside I think to this is you have to use it like that. So you imagine using that on the car. That's as close to the car as you're going to get. You can't put that in there. That doesn't fit in there. Won't fit. You can make it fit. You have to cut 10mm off there, and then it voids your warranty. But if you cut 10mm off there, it works. This still goes together, and it's not flimsy, and it works. I've done it loads of times. You saw 10mm off of there and try and cut through this plastic. Honestly, it's like sawing through granite. It's not very easy, but it works. You've got to be very, very accurate with it, otherwise you're going to destroy this handle, and they're not cheap. But it works. Then it also comes with on the back here. Push. Have you got that there? There's a nozzle cleaner there, look. So when your nozzles, if you get your nozzles blocked, and that cleans your nozzles out. There, look. Pardon? Yep. You see that? Okay. That pushes in there and stores in there. It won't come out. Stayed in there for years. It's a good firm fit. Won't come out. That's lovely. Okay, so then this all goes back together. See how easy it is to wheel and turn, look. Just dead easy. It's so easy, and it really is. It's a detailer's friend, this. It's great. You can buy all the accessories you like for the garden. Of course, we're not interested, for car detailing, but let's turn it off to depressurise it. Got to press that, turn it off to depressurise it, and press the handle. Press that, then you can take that off. Obviously you've got to, oh, I did forget to show you. When you put your product in there, I need to put this all back together. Sorry about this. Bit stupid. Put that on gentle, like, oops, wrong way. Gentle like that. When you put your product in there, this adjusts the amount of product that comes through. Like that. Can you hear the difference of the suck? Okay, and there's nothing in there, but it sucks, it works on a vacuum. So that's how that comes through. everything clips together and works fine. I mean, these will last for years and years. I had one for 5 years, and then I sold it, bought an AVA Evolution, and then I rebought one of these, and I've got this and an AVA Evolution. There we go. And we're with it stubbing out. That's how we use it all the while now for car detailing, and that's how most of us all ever use it. So if I show the pressures that we get with these, always when you put these on, no matter what pressure washer you ever put on, you always get 50 bar less with these. The only pressure washer that you ever get more on is an AVA. Somehow they make them more powerful. This is an 180, and this will show 105. A good one shows 105. Oops, that's turned down. If you look here, look. So that's 55. That's because this here is turned all the way down to the lowest setting, look. If I turn that all the way up, you'll see some power now. So you'll see, I'll put the other things back on and you'll see a lot more power from it. A little bit more than that, it's about 107, so this is a really good one. And this was with a 15 metre hose, which normally knocks 2.5 off, so this is 110, so that's 160. That's a really, really good one, this one is. So let's put some snow foam through it. That's Adam's snow foam. Well, it isn't actually, it's Adam's shampoo with the MJJC Pro V3. It's quite decent, isn't it? So I'm going to put the I'll put this back on now and show you what it's like now with proper pressure on it, because I had it turned down. Just look at my hand, look, watch. Look at the reel, watch the reel. See the reel jump? You can see, I mean, there's an awful lot of power there. Right, I'm going to turn it off, and then you see the difference in power. I'm going to put this on because I didn't realise I got it turned right down. I'd forgot I didn't have this power washer turned on full, so there we go. There's where she should have been turned up. That's where it goes on the patio, one. And then for the car, you've got it, it's on gentle, that's just for doing your, you know, your thing out, your accessory bottle. And then for washing your car, so you've got plenty of power. Like I say, the only thing that I don't like about it is this length here. You can't take this off and put it on here, which is a ball ache in my opinion. So that makes you really want to put a stubby gun on it. You've got the advantage with the AVA, it's got its own stubby gun. Then the hose on these, the standard hose doesn't last very long. It's nowhere near as good as the AVA one. The machine itself is fantastic. The wheels are better, it balanced better. It's got the facility of lowering the pressure, so that's better. The warranty is 5 years instead of 20 years. The price are very similar. So it's almost 6 of one and half a dozen of the other really. So it's almost take your pick. This is 3,000 watts with an induction motor. The AVA's 2,800 watts with an induction motor. They've got very similar power. You can hardly tell the difference. Nothing more to say really. You just pay your money, take your chance. I like them both. I've got one of each. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed it. So thumbs up as always. Subscribe. If you're interested, want to know anything, let me know. I'll help you if I can. Bye for now. See you on the next one.